How do I stop trying to control everything and actually let go and let God? This is one of the questions I was asked by one of my fellow coaches who I exchange coaching with. And before I answer this question, I just want to invite you to join me in doing something that I feel is going to bring more kindness and compassion to the world. This is a charity box that I spoke about in the last video, and I'm going to have a coin that I'm going to give in the charity box, and I'm going to say these words, and then I'm going to answer the question. Great is charity that or righteous contribution that hastens redemption. So this question is something that so many people have so many different answers to, because what does it mean to let go and let God? That itself needs to be defined. And once we define that, then we can understand what the best, most empowering practice to do that is. So the first thing to understand is letting go and letting God is not about feeling powerless or feeling like the ball is totally in his court and we don't have to take any action. The best way to understand letting go and letting God is to recognize it as this metaphor. Imagine you have a tree with a tree trunk, branches, and leaves. If a person would lean on a thin branch and expect it to hold themselves, they would fall. But if they would lean on the trunk, they would actually be able to be strong and sturdy, and that would allow them to feel very secure. So when we take actions in things that are really important to us, and we expect it to be like the branch that we lean on, then chances are the efforts will not necessarily be successful, or we won't necessarily see the results the way we had hoped for. Why? Because leaning on the branch is like saying, I'm in control. Leaning on the tree trunk is saying, God is the one that is running the world, and I am going to do my efforts, my personal whatever it is, whatever initiative I need to do, that initiative I'm going to do. And I'm not going to lean on the branches, which are my initiative and my efforts, but I'm going to lean on the tree trunk, and I'm going to know that I am showing up in the best way that I can. And then God is going to do the piece that he feels is the best choice for me. In other words, if I make a choice and I say, okay, these are the efforts that are going to bring me to my results, whatever it is, not necessarily will that happen. But if I say, I am going to do these efforts, I'm going to show up, I'm going to keep doing my part, and I'm going to ask God to be my partner, and I'm going to say, I've done what I needed to do, I showed up, and now you show me what is the best plan for me, what's in my best interest. And so when a person understands this, that they are leaning on the tree trunk versus the branches, then they will feel very secure and strong, because a tree trunk doesn't move versus the branches could be flimsy and a person cannot be safe with them, and they won't hold the person's weight. So this is how I would invite everyone when you're trying to do something and it's either the extreme of I'm going to do this and I'm going to succeed and I'm going to make it happen and it's all in my control and I'm the one that can actualize everything, or if it's God can do it, God, I'm giving it all over to God. Either way is an extreme. The middle path, the balance, is when a person brings God in as a partner, and it's a partnership. I'm going to do my piece, you're going to show up and do your piece, and then together we're going to accomplish even more than what was expected.